I feel like it's been a hectic past couple of days. Not in a bad way. More like a lot is happening and we've entered into a new territory, it feels like. It's like that's not right. It's like I'm reaching a new type of integration. A couple weeks ago, I was learning about integration in the sense of you reaching a high point, feeling good, being in alignment, and then it being stripped away. And just because it got stripped away doesn't mean that you lost it. It just means that your nervous system needs time to adjust. The silence doesn't mean no progress. It means take a sec and process everything that just happened. That's what integration has been defining itself to be. This time around, it's like I'm doing my thing, then my physical reality shows me something good. It stretches my nervous system in that direction. And any sort of stretch feels uncomfortable. So for me, it felt wrong. It felt weird. Not wrong, just weird. I had a lot I wanted to say today, and I took notes. I'm growing from my past, and I'm not going to go strictly by my notes, and I'm not going to force anything, but I don't know. I just want to be as real as I can, and yeah, that's really it. I don't have to go really further into that explanation. I wrote down mature plant. Because lately, I feel like I've been feeling like a mature plant. And what I mean by that is if you get a little baby plant, it's going to be small. The growth is going to be a little slow, but it's growing regardless. There comes a point where I wonder if you can hear the squirrel. It's literally munching on these tree nuts. There comes a point where the plant grows enough leaves and the growth becomes exponential because it has more surface area to photosynthesize. It has more leaves to process light. The roots probably fill up the pot or the ground more. And so it's more established and it grows faster because it has a lot more. And that's just honestly kind of how I've been feeling lately. Like I reached a point where I have enough leaves to grow in a less fearful way. Up until this point, I chose growth because I didn't want to be who I was. I didn't want to not be growing. Now I choose growth because I just know that's who I am. I don't consciously choose to grow. I just know it's part of me, and whatever I do, as long as I'm being authentic, it happens. So I guess I'm just more self-trusting in that sense. That's why I feel like a mature plant. Continuing off, Continuing off with my nervous system tangent, I like the idea of training my nervous system or my mind to feel comfortable more in the unknown. I reached on this point previously somewhere where the path to where I want to go is uncertain, is non-linear, and so mentally it would be best for me to only choose specific points in the path to where I want to go, if that makes sense, and let life fill in the rest. That feels like the best move right now. And so I don't need clarity to feel good about myself. All I need to know is that I'm choosing me. Okay, the timer went off. All I need to know is that I'm choosing me. I'm being as authentic as I can, and I'm not resisting. Okay, I'm gonna get up real quick. I have to do a little check-in on my camera, make sure you guys are still present. Let's see if we can go 10 more minutes without you cutting out on me. That's another point I wanted to get across too. I feel like life is less frantic because I stopped resisting the flow. I stopped fighting the current. And what I mean by that is I let go of the need to know everything, to figure out everything. I was listening to Neuro Knowledge yesterday, and he emphasized the point that the more knowledge that you reach out for or search for, more answers you try to get, the more confused you get because you're signaling to your brain or whatever that you don't know enough. The more you try to learn, the more you learn that there's more that you don't know. So it just confuses you and everything that responds to you. And so I think it's important to accept that there is no end to learning. There's not going to be a point where you figure out all that you need to know. There is always a point where you have enough information to take the next step, but you're not going to have the full plan laid out for you. And it's very uncomfortable to accept that. Especially when life needs you to do stuff. when responsibilities have your name on it, and I don't know, all that stuff. It is a beautiful day today. Also, ignore my hair. I literally just got out of bed and left it. Like, I don't care. It's my day off, so I need the least amount of things to worry about. I do want this video to be longer because this is such a nice place to be in compared to my garage. But I don't want to force anything. I touched upon this on my prior video, but I've been really noticing where my mind ends and where my soul begins. You know, kind of like that threshold between my inner being and my ego mind. And the way I tell the difference between the two is, I mean, it's kind of easy to spot ego mind. Like, it's this sense of, you need to be doing this. You have to do this so that you can get that. Cause and effect, in a way. And an inner being is, I don't know how to describe it. It's a lot more subtle. It's a lot more feeling. It's not going to scream at you unless you're really in tune, I guess. Then the feeling will be stronger to do stuff. Well, you'll just be more able to notice feeling. And yeah, I think at random times in my day, I just noticed that, like, something will feel inspirational, I'll lean into it, and then there's a point where my mind kicks in and it becomes this whole thing. Like, it becomes like so serious when it doesn't have to be. But learning that don't have to choose to identify with that. I mean, I'm not gonna see it in a bad way, but I'm just not gonna choose to, I guess, overthink when I'm aware that I don't have to. If that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna check on the camera one more time. I do want to start wrapping up. I don't want this to be too long, and I don't want to start like... Anyways, to wrap it up, circle back to where I started with this whole integration thing and stretching in a good direction. Okay. I was so, first of all, grateful, happy that I was able to post the last 2 videos of me just being normal and it doing well compared to all my other videos. And it's so hard for me to accept that things don't always come from effort. And it can also come from, I guess, aligned action. And it's such a foreign feeling to me, where I had a dream last night that I was wearing one of my shirts. It's a no fear shirt, and it literally just says no fear. And I was walking around in this campus area in a hall, and there are a lot of people around. I was walking by myself, and I realized that I was wearing that no fear shirt, and I was like, uh-oh, I gotta live up to what I'm wearing. And so I tried to walk in a no fear way, and it just didn't feel right. And I feel like that relates to what I'm experiencing right now, because I'm getting the sense of imposter syndrome, kind of. Oh my God. Giant bird. And I know, I mean, I haven't made big moves, but I don't know. Let's just move forward. It felt weird to me that I can just be real and normal on camera and it do well, because past few months I tried so hard. I would find ideas for videos, try my best to give some sort of value, and it wasn't working. But I'm glad that I can just be real and it do better than my other videos. I just want to allow space for, I guess, more authenticity. More chances to breathe. Sorry, I got distracted by that loud bird. I want to provide more opportunities for literally anyone that comes across these videos to breathe. I want to allow more opportunities to breathe. And more reminders that you're not wrong for experiencing what you're experiencing. Yeah, and I think that's it for today.